Your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gate, keeping no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. This is the blueprint, flip it, make it your own. Build your empire, stand firm, be known. From the street to the stage, we all can ascend. This community's ours, we rise again and again. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting on the throne with my people, I vibe. This empire's ours, yeah, we all gonna thrive. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting. Yeah, your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gate, keeping no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets he teach, no reason to hide. All his his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. This is episode 75 of Sitting on the Throne. Live from the Urban Line Dance Museum. What's up, y'all? If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. All my Facebook people, share the page, share the video. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. If you're watching the replay, let me know where you're tuning in. What's up, Deidre? Los Angeles, LA County in the building. Oklahoma in the building. What's up, Q? Natasha. What's up, Steve? Let me put this do not disturb on for people to start. People, people, for some reason, every week, people gonna call me all day. They want to call during the podcast. Let me put it on do not disturb. What's up, Tammy? Mama Delicious. Steve. Fun bunch. Chesapeake, Virginia in the house. What's up, Annie? What's up, Tara? Swirl. What's up, James? Jacksonville in the building. By way of Seattle. It's the Pacific Northwest. Okay, a couple people from Seattle in the building. All right, man. So look, I put it out there. I said, y'all give me some topics y'all want to talk about today, and y'all did not fall short of that. So of course, of the 35 topics y'all gave me, we can't do all of them today, but we will stagger these out, and I got about three of them I highlighted that I'm gonna touch on today. It's a fourth one that it really doesn't deserve a conversation, I guess, but we're gonna talk about it because I think it's uh, some things need to be said on it. So we'll talk about that fourth topic. Delaware in the house. What's up, y'all? Let me know where y'all tuning in from. Be tuning in. Even if you're watching the replay, you're not watching it live right now. Let me know when you're coming in, where you watching from. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, hit the bell, so whenever I go live, you'll be notified. And if you're watching this on Facebook, probably on your lunch break or something like that, just share the video, get it out there. We got some good topics today. Y'all came through with the topic list. What's up, Brenda? Miss Scantlin in the building. Tracy Rose from Be More Rachel from St. Louis in the building. Melva from Tampa in the house. Island girl, what's up? Okay, we in here now. They flowing in. They flowing in. Nap Town. Nap Town. All right, so today, before we dig into that, before we get into that, Henrico County, uh, Law Lou in the building. Make sure y'all guys on your Facebook, on your Facebook. I'm so used to saying Facebook and YouTube. On your phones, make sure you download the Soul Line Dance Radio app. Soul Line Dance Radio. It's free. If you got Android, you can get it. Go to your Play Store. If you got an iPhone, you can get it. Go to the store on your phone, the App Store, and get Soul Line Dance Radio. It's 24-hour line dance music all day, every day. But right now, it's just a regular radio station spinning the tracks that we line dance to. But eventually, and very soon, we'll be hosting parties with this app where we all can dance together all over the country without having to spend money on flights and hotels for us to have a good time. You'll be able to utilize the same community centers, event spaces that you use to have your classes, or even have friends and family come over to your house and party. But we'll be all partying at the same time. I'll be putting together these events quarterly. So get the app. Listen to the music on your lunch break, on your way to work. Some of your favorite DJs already got mixes throughout the day on the app. Go to Soul Line Dance Radio and get that app on all Play Stores, Google Store, Apple Store, all that stuff. Get that app. What's up, Big Moochie in the building? Deborah representing Richmond, Virginia. What's up, Shayla? Like I said, if you on YouTube, make sure you like this video, hit the bell so you can get notified every time I go live. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you share and like the video. All right. Um, so y'all gave me 1,000 topics. But one of the topics that we are going to touch on and talk about, and a lot of you actually came up with the same topics, just delivered it differently when you posed the question on my, and I put that question out there, what topics y'all wanted. So we're gonna start with Janine from St. Louis. She says, "Does everyone need a class?" Um, and then Lynette from 757, kind of along those same lines, was, "Why are so many classes in the same place?" All right, so that's kind of gonna be our first topic right there. All right. Um, Then topic number 2 for the day, Chops was talking about. He said, "How is it okay for a DJ to spend more money than they get paid for DJing at an event?" So basically, how is it okay for somebody to spend more money to get there and be there at an event than they are being compensated to actually work the event? All right. Um, Topic number 3, what are some important practices to avoid burnout? All right. Then we got 2 other topics that's kind of like notable stuff. We won't spend too much time on them, but they're worth talking about. But those are the 3 main topics for the day. We're gonna get into it, get into it, get into it. Like I said, Janine from St. Louis says, "Does everyone need a class?" And Lynette from 757 said, "Why are so many classes in the same place?" Woo! Mm, mm, mm. It's so crazy. Like, um, I remember, like, if you take it back to my beginning, like, for me, line dancing only took place. Mr. Charles in the building. What's up, Deborah Carter? Uh, for me, line dancing started in one place. It only took place in one place for me, in my mind. It was at the Martini Kitchen on Tuesday nights here in Richmond, and I was so excited about going every week. Like, I was to lay in the bed and try to go to sleep just to get to Tuesday. Like, that's how excited I was. What's up, Shantae? And you know, but at that time, I feel like it was one of those underground, knock at the back door 3 times type things. It wasn't big. It wasn't commercial. We didn't have anything, like boots on the ground, uh, creating this national uh, excitement for this activity. Um, it was just what I did, and it was a small group of us, that used to go to that place for line dancing on Tuesdays, and we were just excited to go in there and dance with Camille. That was pretty much it. What's up, Lena Adams from South Kakalaki? Uh, but yeah, what's up, Tina? That's kind of it. So the question is, like I said again, Janine from St. Louis says, does everyone need a class? And Lynette says, why are so many classes in the same place? Now, what's up, Samara? What's up, Lala? Now, we can only speculate of how we get to where we get to, because you can go to an outing, you can go to a party, you can go to a local weekly social where their line dancing goes on, and there's an instructor there, a host, or whatnot, and I'm not sure what triggers people in their mind to attend something a few times, and then they say, "Yo, I think I can do this. This a vibe right here. I think I can do this." You know, and uh, Brenda from Jacksonville also had a question about a young lady who just became an instructor, who travels and supports all these other people and goes to other classes but doesn't get support. But this goes back to what I was getting at. Why are you wanting to be an instructor? And then what you are offering, is it not already offered? Because, like here locally, I can honestly say, like when Kamel was doing the classes by herself, basically, and then other instructors started coming out, but they were offering something different than Kamel, right? So it was kind of needed. Okay, Kamel is an energy guy. Okay, now we got an instructor that's a little bit more teachy. You know what I'm saying? Can actually break it down better. Okay, we got somebody that's doing a little bit more intermediate level stuff. All right, now we got another instructor that's doing advanced stuff. Okay. Or an instructor comes out and says, everybody classes on South Side. There's no class. There's no class on the North Side. You know, people. I feel like those are valid points to want to start a class, but then there's also the factor is, can you actually teach? Um, are you ready to teach? Are you just filling in a need that you are not really actually ready to fill in? A lot of times you might say we need a class on North Side, but that don't mean you have to be the instructor for that class on North Side, right? You know, um, but I think where these questions stem from though now is the fact that it is so freaking popular. Like the influence is crazy. DJs, all these DJs who didn't do line dancing, DJing, all these fitness gurus. I know so many fitness instructors who was anti line dance, and now even the fitness instructors are tapping into line dancing or even incorporate line dancing into their fitness routines. I know hit instructors in Texas, I ain't gonna say no names, Cali, Atlanta, that all do line dance classes now. And a couple of them were anti-line dancing, and they are seeing the popularity and tapping in. So now you had line dance instructors, then you had people who pretty much who just showed up to these socials, see how popping it is. They want to do classes. Then you got fitness instructors, group fitness instructors who get low numbers in their classes, who start incorporating line dance into their classes to try to get their numbers up. So now they got flyers with line dance classes. Then you got DJs coming over to line dance, and now they got line dance flyers too. So now when you go down your Facebook timeline, 5 line dance situations on Monday, 3 line dance situations on Tuesday, 6 line dance situations on Wednesday. The weekend looked like straight pandemonium. Nobody care about who got what going on because you trying to figure out who going to west side of town, this side of town, that side of town. And everybody can't get to one side of town because there's too many things to go on and everybody got stuff going on. So this is where we at right now. This is where we are at. And I posed this question to everybody. I posed this question to everybody because now, so it's so crazy. Because even when I was coming up, 15 years in the game, it was more about instructors. All right. And, and instructors, we used to be scared. Hey, look, instructors, if any instructor that's been in the game over 10 years will tell you, like, we used to be scared to pop out if we felt like we didn't know what the fuck we was doing. Like, for real. Like, you think, who gonna be there? Shoot. Because in the back of your mind, you like, bro, I really ain't no instructor, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my ducks in a row. So a lot of times, people ain't pop out as instructors until they sat under somebody for a minute and really learned the game, right? We sat under people for a long time, and which made those classes that much better. So you gotta think in Richmond, at the Martini Kitchen alone, if you look at them old videos, a lot of your favorite Richmond instructors was at the Martini Kitchen. So Kamel might have been on the microphone, but you got G there, you got Rhonda there, you got Donna there, you got Tammy was there, you got me, all these instructors that y'all know about in the same room. So you got to understand, like we talk about how lit, exciting the Martini Kitchen was. All of those people who are instructors now were not instructors then, and that room was lit because you got all these great personalities in a room, right? So, and we went like that for years. I danced under Kamel for 3 years before I became an instructor, and I only became an instructor because he got sick. A lot of y'all know Kamel's story. He got MS, and he also has a defibrillator, pacemaker, in his chest. And he had got sick one time, and asked me to sub for him, and I was like, "What?" But this is 3 years in. I started dancing with Kamel in 2010. He asked me to sub for him in 2013, 2012, 2013. So I was just happy going to class, going to dance, going to this themed blind dance night, and having a good time, right? Um, Yeah, Samara said even when you going been killing line dancing, even when you travel and go out of town for the first time, you hear all the heavy hitters in the same room. You like, hey, you be in your hotel room going over them steps like yo, I'm trying to get the terminology together, get your voice together, make sure you got that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And so it'd be funny, like like now people see me like on stage or going to events, like no cocky shit. My mind be on too much stuff at events for me to even be nervous. Like I'm more paying attention to the audience, the crowd. Are they reacting? How do I get reaction? Me throwing, joking, hinting, trying to get people to move certain ways, get them to dance. Is me and the DJ on the same page? Can I say this? Blah blah. That's the things I'm focusing on. So like now, I'm too far in there. UC, beginners ball, whoever. I don't get nervous now, but when we first step out there, oh, it's definitely a thing. And we took pride in knowing what we know, knowing uh knowing I know my shit. So now I get on stage and I know my lane. So when I go on stage, like I don't know every line dance, but the one I'm up here teaching, I know this shit. So can't nobody tell me shit, right? That's the kind of confidence you got to own it. You got to get up there and do it. But it's so many people now that got classes that don't have that same energy. They don't have that same fear. They don't have that same understanding that people came before them to set the tone, and we need to at a minimum come in at a certain level of professionalism to say, oh yeah, they supposed to have a class. You ever been to a class like that? You ever been to somebody's class and it was like, yo, yeah, she's supposed to be a teacher. Yeah, this it right here. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be an instructor and walk in on an instructor and be like, oh yeah, she definitely belong here. This her, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so we didn't have that many classes out there because most people was like, no, they didn't put the work in. They knew, like, I like line dancing, but I ain't in it like that, right? Now somebody come in that joint, learn country girl and flashing, and they an instructor now. And I tell people all the time, like, I joke about it when I tell my class. I said, all you guys are an extension of me, and you are instructors when you go out into the world to your family reunions, to your cookouts, to your corporate events, to your job, and they got the little colleague appreciation day, and they doing line dancing. Yeah, y'all the line dance instructors then. Your family look at y'all and say, don't you go to Carlos class? Come up here and teach us something. Yeah, but that don't mean you an instructor, right? That don't mean, because now we don't got no class, right? When I first started going to an events traveling, it was basically 10 instructors in the room from all over the country and a whole bunch of people who just line dance in the room. Now we going to an events now over the last 5, 6 years, and pretty much everybody in the room is an instructor. Imagine going to an event with 400 people and everybody an instructor. So now, unless you're because people talking about it in the comments, unless you're an instructor that's always trying to learn, because great teachers are always students. Now you got people in there that don't value workshops. They got workshops going on. They only care about the workshop. I'm a teacher. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna go on YouTube. I'll catch it later. Boom. Blah blah blah. So you know what I'm saying. But the growth of the line dance instructor has oversaturated the market. And I'm just talking like everybody see it in the market where y'all live at. Y'all all put in the comments where y'all tuning in from. We got people from Seattle, LA, Texas, Florida, New York, Jersey, Philly, Chicago, St. Louis, whatever. Y'all know. But now other titles are popping up in line dancing. Cause when we first started line dancing, it was just you was an instructor, and at the parties, it was an instructor which would call out stuff sometime from time to time. If some parties don't even do call outs. And then you got a DJ, right? Now you got an instructor, a host, MC, DJ, hype people. So now there are even more titles and more roles that are infiltrating the community. And now they got their own stuff. So you got, think about it like this. On a Monday, you got 5 instructors who teach classes. But on that same day, you got a DJ and a host hosting a weekly social for line dancing. And now even that is getting saturated. Well, they'll have on different sides of town multiple classes, multiple hosts and DJ situations. So now people thinking, do I even want to go to class and just go to the social joint on Monday? Or do I value going to class and then, like on Tuesday at the Rhythm Room, people come straight there from class. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And this goes to one of the other questions. I didn't even pull that question out. I was going to save it for later. No, it's on here. Studio 219 Lancaster from South Carolina. Studio 219, which is Lancaster, South Carolina. They asked, what are some important practices to avoid burnout? Stop going to goddamn line dancing every goddamn day. It's like 5, 6 classes and parties on Monday. 5, 6 classes and party on Tuesday. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parties on Wednesday. 3 classes on Thursday and a party situation. And then 2 spots on Friday. And then everybody and they mama got a face or a team or a group on a flyer on Friday and Sunday. And everybody is mad because you ain't support their event. Uh, Whew. Lala said that it's money grab people not willing. It's the money grab people that's not willing to admit their limitations and get help, etc. Because they are afraid to lose the students in turn the money. Be be holding students back because they can't or cannot willing to learn more, teach more, blah blah blah. Yep. All that's correct. People don't go to class no more like that. Just want to come and party. They get upset that the same dances are being played every week and they don't know shit. That is correct. Um, Somebody told me I should teach classes, and I politely let them know that wasn't part of my ministry. I'm not a teacher. I just want to dance. Yeah. Quinn said that's how I became an instructor. It was never my thought at all, my guy. Chill Will literally trained me up until he moved back to Atlanta and basically left his class in my hands. At that point, I was only a year and a half in. Mm. Yeah, and that's, whew. up, Delonzo? Delonzo, you had me crying this morning watching that video, man. I watched that video 100 times this morning. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so you got this dynamic now where we talked about how this line dancing started. One or two classes here throughout the week, if not one. Then you just eventually, over the years, out of these classes sprout instructors. And the great instructors have it. I don't care. If you are a great instructor and you've been in the game over a decade, there will be instructors sprouted from your cloth. And some people take it badly, some people get upset, some people go about it the wrong way. And then also, some people come up out those classes and become instructors that shouldn't, who are not ready. Somebody mentioned it earlier, who are not people, right? You want to invite people, but you can't entertain people because you're not socially built that way. Um, it's a lot of aspects to this game. But even with that being said, because what two things can be true, right? And we still get to the same results. So let's just say hypothetically, everybody who is an instructor is great and is awesome at what they do. We're still oversaturated. Let's say every DJ is great. We're still oversaturated. And I say oversaturated because of these things. So you got one set of people who say, well, and I have an instructor that teaches it at my studio that says this all the time. And I have to tell her where she's wrong at. Well, I don't care about the numbers. I just want to teach what I love to teach. And I don't care if it's 5 people or 100 people. In theory, that sounds great. But the reality is, at a lot of these venues, a lot of these places, like the Urban Line Dance Museum, it's not going to survive off of 5 people showing up. That's reality. A lot of y'all get kicked out y'all restaurants, y'all bars. Y'all can't live up to their expectations because you just want to do it for the love of line dance, right? Once you start doing club scenes, once you start doing restaurant spots, once you start hosting events that actually cost money and capital, it can't just be, I do it for the love. I don't care. That same person that told me they wanted to do it for the love got tired of paying for their space here at the museum because they couldn't get the numbers. So even though you want to do it for the love, you have to love promoting. You're going to have to love social media. You're going to have to love networking. You're going to have to love with dealing with the competition of all the other 4 or 5 line dance classes going on the same day that you got classes and 2 of them on the same side of town. You're going to have to love that. So when everybody say, oh, you just want to do it for the love, I really don't care if it's 4 or 5 people, half of y'all be lying too, because we see y'all Facebook posts when y'all crying about who support who, right? So we gonna talk about it for real. We're gonna keep it a buck. We're gonna be 100. So unless you got a class at a community center that says you can do it for the love, this we ain't talking about that. Because some of y'all do have some unique situations being at a community center where they just want to have a program for adults and they just need you in there to keep that state funding coming in. You can have 3 people in there or 100. They really don't care. But if you had somebody a restaurant, bar, or if you had to put up $500 to get this spot where you want to throw this party on Saturday, you're gonna need more than love to pay that bill, right? And so this is where we have to, as a community, dial it back. Like soul line dance communities are a little bit more understanding of this. We have been doing it so much longer than like the steppers community that we have tried a lot of different things and then made adjustments and then dialed it back. A lot of groups in soul line dancing only do annual events. That's where they have one big ass party once a year. So y'all seen like the beginners ball. That's me. I kind of on that mindset. I'd rather have 15 to 2,000 people one time than rather deal with, you know, 200 people every week or once a month. You know what I'm saying? Because it also creates opportunity for other people to have stuff, right? I used to teach 6 times a week, 5 days. I had two of my classes on one day. I used to teach at J. Sargent Reynolds Community College, Victory Lady Fitness. I was at a Jamaican spot teaching line dancing. I used to teach at Flatheads on the river outside down there where Annabelle Lee used to be at, and all over the place. I dropped down to one day. I've been doing line dance Mondays for damn near a decade, right? It switched to Tuesday for a little bit when I went to River City Road. But for the most part, it was one day. I've been doing Monday forever. Line dance Monday's been going on forever. That's it. Because in my mind, if you want to see me, you want to line dance with me, I don't care if you on north side, south side, east end, because I was doing classes all over the state, all over the city. If I have 8 people in this class and 10 people in this class and 3 people in this class and 5 people, listen, if all y'all want to dance with me, come to my one class. And that's how my class got bigger. Because if you really got something people want, they're gonna go an extra 5 minutes, an extra 10 minutes to get there. And but also by me doing that, by dropping all those other 5 classes I had throughout the week, that opens up the door for other people to have classes throughout the week and not saturate the market. So a lot of people, you see it in LA, you see the flyers in Philly, whatever. People got classes every damn day. Yeah, I'm not going over no same stuff every day doing that. No, that creates burnout. Come see me on Monday. Bring your ass to the beginners ball. Boom. You see what I'm saying? And what's up, Walter? But when you and now like it's groups. Now you got groups. All these groups got different days, but there's more groups than days of the week. All these groups want to host parties, but there's only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Nobody want to do it after work. They want to do a weekend day. So now everybody want to do Saturday. But this is why last month I told y'all, I've been talking about this for a while. The locales need to have monthly meetings. It don't even got to be everybody from the group show up. The group leaders need to get together, utilize the technology. You ain't got to pull up on nowhere. We say we're gonna do a Zoom call Saturday, 12 noon, every first Sunday night, 9 p.m. Whatever, something. Do a Zoom call with everybody from your area. 757, you can do that. Richmond, you can do that. LA, you can do that. Philly, you can do that. St. Louis, you can do that. So y'all not overlapping each other. Okay, you want to do a brunch, but somebody doing a field party the same day. Or somebody, we had one joint last month, it was 4 events going on the same Saturday. And then everybody mad because ain't enough people at none of the events, right? So you gotta be intentional. And where we at right now, line dancing ain't dying down no time soon. Everybody thought it was a fad, and the joint is just getting crazy. So we got all these groups being created. Everybody want to host something. Everybody want to be on a flyer. but nobody is talking. And every week we say, you see the comments and the posts? I want to go to your event, but I'm coming to that event. Or I want to go to your event, but I'm going there. Why everybody doing something at the same time? And it's like, we're going to have to just be cool with multiple events. And just like you do, when you drive past Burger King to go to McDonald's, and you don't say shit about Burger King, you just drive right past it and go right to McDonald's. At some point, that's just what's going to have to be. If we're not going to have meetings, if we're not going to communicate, we're not going to make this thing work. Because me, the way I look at it, for everybody to win, we talking about your topic, Lynette. For everybody to win, it's going to have to be a level of communication, right? Who got classes when? Who got classes what? Is your classes really doing great? Do you want to collab with a class? Hey, what type of class do you got? What do you teach? Because right now, we got a whole bunch of instructors. We got a whole bunch of hype people. We got a whole bunch of MCs. We got a whole bunch of DJs. We got a whole bunch of, and everybody on a flyer. Everybody got a class. Everybody got an event. But ain't nobody talking to nobody about what they got going on. So now Saturday get here and it's 4 parties. But all y'all had to put money up to get y'all party off the ground. But now you jeopardizing losing your spot or not doing it again because not enough people showing up. When we all can go to your party, you get money, you can win, you don't come out losing money. The restaurant ain't gonna say we don't want to do this no more. And then the following week, we all go to somebody else's party. And they win. And that restaurant win. And they say we can come back. And then that third week, we go to somebody else's party. But everybody want to have a party every week, whenever they want to, without talking to nobody. That ain't how that works. Even like in the soul line dance community, what we try to do, which is getting out of hand, we got soul urban line, universal soul line dance. Katrina created a whole calendar. Now the issue is because of all these new groups, all these new family members we got, there are more events than we have weekends. There are more events than we have weekends. So there's 52 weeks and we got 75 weekend events. That means we got an issue. Because, soul line dancing events different. Like, they ain't just one day. These are 75 weekend events. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, that's different. Like, it's hard. So, you got people got to pick and choose, right? But that's for the traveling circuit. Right now, I'm trying to talk to the local people. Like, right now, the 2 questions that we put together was Lynette from not Lynette, Janine from STL from St. Louis. Sorry, she said, "Does everyone need a class?" And Lynette says from 757, "Why are so many classes in the same place?" And we can just throw events in that same little bubble. Um, when you in that same area, y'all got to start doing some type of monthly meeting, some type of Zoom call. Cause I know it's tough to pull up. Everybody got stuff going on, blah, blah, blah. Some of y'all ain't got stuff going on, obviously, because y'all lying there 7 days a week. Y'all ain't got no kid, y'all ain't got no husband, y'all ain't got no responsibility. Y'all ain't even got no neighbor where you got to check their mailbox. You ain't got no responsibility. You just line dance every day. Most of us, that's not our situation. Some of us have other shit going on. So we got to be intentional about how we create this communication and collab. Correct. Walter, you got to collab. And even though y'all got your own groups, and a lot of y'all groups don't get along, the groups that do get along, y'all got to start collabing. Because everybody can't always have their own stuff. You can have your own annual event, maybe have your own quarterly event, But you can't have no shit like if it's 20 groups, y'all can't have something every weekend and be trying to figure out why we who ain't going. No, it's not. We can't make it. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. I've already been telling everybody in the soul line dance community because it's so saturated, like Atlanta. Y'all know I love going line dancing in Atlanta, but y'all got 75 groups in Atlanta. How many times you think I can afford to go to Atlanta? I still got to go to the rest of the country. I cannot go to Southside Steppers, Yak, Q and them Saturday Sliders, Quan, the ATL Sliders, uh, uh, Alicia Class down there, Joan. Who else down there? Dim Pearls. How many times can you think I can afford to go to Atlanta? How many times do y'all think I can afford to go to Atlanta? Now, if every other year y'all had a big annual ATL extravaganza where all y'all come together, the whole country gonna come because we ain't got to decide which annual event we want to go to. So now y'all events be staggered. Y'all got 6, 7 big ass Atlanta events, but all of us only going to one. So somebody from my class going to one of them. I'm going to another one. Somebody else from we ain't even all in the same class going to y'all same events. We gotta pick and choose. Oh, I like this theme better. They got a better theme than they got. Well, they gonna be at a better hotel than they gonna be at. Well, they gonna be at no. If y'all all came together every other year or so, everybody can come party together and it'll be a mega event. Atlanta would have 5,000 people at the event if they came together to do one big event. Well, look at Janine. Janine has got here. We've been talking for 50 minutes on her question. But yeah, yeah, man. Collaboration and communication are gonna be the number one ways to minimize all these extra events locally that's running into each other and all these classes. Some of y'all don't need classes. And then some of y'all got classes for the wrong reasons. You got into an argument with your instructor, now you got a class. Not understanding there's already 7 to 10 other instructors or other classes you can go to, right? But this is how I get the events that I get and I get to where I'm going because I have the ultimate understanding of what collaboration can do. There is no way the line dance and groovy cruise has happens if I don't collaborate. There's no way. There's no way. It does not happen. It's a figment of my imagination. This event is too big. It will never launch if it's a me thing. It's a fact. It is a fact. Ask Big Moochie. People people call my mama every day trying to register talking about this is what they say. Yeah, yeah, how much we trying to get on the Big Moochie cruise? How much is it for the Big Moochie cruise? Yeah, hold on, man. Let me help you log in. www.thelinedanceandgroovycruise.com. Is this the Big Moochie? Yeah, this is the Big Moochie cruise. I don't have to be the face of shit. Y'all know that. My beginner's ball. My first 3 years, I didn't even instruct at my own shit. I wasn't even on the flyer, right? I had other instructors, other DJs, all this stuff. Like everybody want to be it. Everybody want to be her. Everybody want to be him. Everybody want to be on the flyer like this. But the reality is, to really get those parties, to really get those events, to really get those classes, you really gotta take the you out of it. Look at Line Dance Mondays. The last 3 weeks, it been Tammy and Dante. Y'all do y'all thing, man. Do y'all thing. Class been going great, smooth. I got this. I make sure the sound right. They plug up their stuff. They do what they do. Boom, boom. We move. Bro, you gotta take you out of it. It's okay. You gotta be real with yourself, right? And I've mastered the understanding. I don't gotta be it, bro. I know what I did. I know what my significance is in here. You know what I'm saying? But some people got to be the face. Some people say it gotta be because of me. And that's why ain't nothing happened because of you. You are nowhere, your group is nowhere, your event is nowhere because you wanna be it. Everybody that got big stuff, they are recognizing, highlighting, and spotlighting other people's talents. The UC Star Wars is humongous because their whole task is to highlight and spotlight the greats in line dancing. So everybody show up. UWD. UWD, the acronym stands for United We Dance. That means they trying to bring everybody, we dance. United, right? That event is legendary. Y'all heard about it. Y'all know the stories about it. Going from state to state, city to city, Chicago, Indianapolis, Detroit. United We Dance. UC Star Wars is honoring everybody, right? The cruise, right? I got 12 DJs on that jump, right? 70 ambassadors, people from all over, right? Collaborations, nothing great happens without collaborations. I don't care how big nobody's name is, how much they beat their chest. It is always a lot of people that's a part of making fire, regardless if they're on the flyer or not. But you have to understand that you have to make that thing work. Yeah, and that's it. And Erica, Danny Boo, you gotta keep doing what you do. Everything I've done, I've got flagged for it until people finally see what it is, and then we finally get to where we get to. So you knew. So everything you come up with, every dance you create, every series you come out with, people gonna look at you with a side eye. But that's how 10 years from now, you the next Linda Sims. You the next Teresa Field. You the next 5, 6, 7, 8. Cause they all went through that. When 5, 6, 7, 8 came out, Shantae, she on here. She got all the flack in the world. She kept doing what she did. Now people see it. People don't understand what's going on until it's time to see it. So I tell people, if you want to be an innovator, you want to start something new, you got to understand, ain't nobody gonna be with you on that ride. And I am the poster boy for that. If you want to start a museum, it's gonna be flack. If you want to start an internet radio station, it's gonna be flack. If you want to be the first person to charter a cruise for line dancing, it's gonna be flack. If you want to do a beginner's ball and everybody telling you don't nobody want to do beginner dances, it's going to be flack. But once it launches, once people see it, it's going to blow. Um, so I'm the poster boy for that. So I understand. But back to classes, events, and these little pop up things. We got to start as a community. We got to start doing some type of Zoom call, some type of gathering for people to communicate. Hey man, what y'all got going on next month? What y'all doing? Okay, this is what we trying to do. And you ain't gotta always give out everything, because I know sometimes you want to keep your ideas to yourself, but at least for dates and times, stuff like that, let's all get on the same page. Just get on the same page. And then and thing about it is, some of y'all is so struck and stuck on popularity that you don't understand what real winning is about. Popularity ain't got nothing to do with winning. Longevity, being able to continue to do this and not take a loss is winning, right? How many restaurants you gotta get kicked out of? How many bars you gotta get kicked out of before you realize, hey man, we ain't doing something right? How many times you gotta keep changing venues? How many groups you gotta be a part of, right? That's it. Collaborate or disintegrate. Right? Telling you, man. Janine said we can't admit we need one another to make the wheel go around. We do. We do. We do. Even with my podcast, I'm on 3 podcasts. Me and Mr. Charles got a podcast on Sundays where we spotlight instructors, DJs, and people that do stuff in line dancing. That's basically we bring you on there, ask you who you are, what do you do, blah blah blah. I got this podcast, Sitting on the Throne, where I pick topics and kind of do a deep dive on these topics, and then we got Only in Line Dancing with me, Quan, and Steph. And when I reached out to them to do that podcast, it was because I felt like we all have our own type of following. Because y'all know, like, me and Steph are cool. We are real cool, but he ain't my best friend. And he does a style of line dancing that that ain't me. I ain't got that much swag on the floor, right? And so to really get a show where you can get all audiences together in the room, it was like, yo, let's put us together. Me, Steph, Quan. So people that listen to Steph that had a perception of me that never got a chance to entertain me, his following can see me. And people that follow me that might have had a bad perception of Steph got a chance to see him, right, on the same platform. Same thing with Quan, right? Quan give a different perspective. So that's why we're talking about collaborating to create something, to have uncomfortable conversations and try to move the needle forward. Every conversation ain't gonna be lovey dovey, we best friends, I love you, you love me, Barney type shit. No, it's not gonna be that. But you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, bringing different people into the same space to have conversation. And it just so happens now that we tight now because we came together. But before that, I probably was, and still am tighter with Quan than I am Steph. But just us being on that podcast, I think we've all have grown in our relationship and understand each other a lot better than we did before it, right? And hopefully you guys that watch it feel the same way, right? And um, but yeah, collaboration. Yeah, see, and that's a whole nother thing, right? And that's the topic, Demaya, that we was talking about. A lot of people asked that question. So I actually, a lot of questions that y'all asked me to talk about today, I kind of like put them together so we can limit the conversations. But somebody said, because this is what I'm going to save for the end, but I'll jump on it now because we don't got to spend that much time on it. Miss Powell says, why is there so much drama in the line dance community? And then we had the girl, Nene Love. She says, why can't we all get along and collaborate? Now, this is something I do want you guys to know, right? I don't think there's probably a bigger hobbyist than me when it comes to activities outside of line dance. I'm in the cycling community. I'm in a kayak community. I used to be in a run club. I motorcycle. I been skydiving several times now. I fish. I DJ. What is that? Cornhole. I joined the cornhole tournament. I do all type of stuff. I used to play softball with my job back when I had a job. Many moons ago when I had a job. I used to play softball. All of these communities got drama. Bowling. All these communities got drama. They are elitists. They are, I just want to do that thing. So y'all know how y'all say, I just want to dance. Some of y'all just say that, I don't want to do all this. There's people like that. I just want to ride my bicycle. I don't want to do all that. They are, listen, the cycling community, it might be worse for real. Like they are, say you wanted to be a cyclist today. You would go to a store. You might not have no knowledge for real. If you're not attached to a cyclist, you might just go to Walmart and get the best bike they got and then show up to a group ride. You say, hey guys, my name is John. I want to join y'all. Before you ride your bike, people are laughing at you like, what kind of bike you got, bro? Like, you ain't ready to ride with us? Where you get that bike from? Like, not understanding, like, cyclist ways. Like, y'all don't you getting laughed at because you got a kickstand. Real cyclists don't have kickstands. We ride road bikes that don't come with pedals. You got to buy your pedals separate, right? It's a whole different world. Oh, you don't ride fast enough to ride with us. Same way with line dancing. Oh, you a beginner line dancer. You don't dance. You don't know nothing. Because we ain't going to be playing all that baby shit all night. We're going to be playing this. Cyclists the same way. Oh, what's your average pace? Oh, you only go 13 miles an hour? Oh, no, we riding over 20 miles an hour. You can't ride with us. It's the same shit. And it's at a higher level in cycling, right? I've seen it, right? I've seen it break groups up. I've seen groups break up, start their own groups. Cycling is just like what you see in line dancing. It's no different. I've seen it in travel softball. I've seen teams break up, start other teams, and can't wait to play the team that they broke up with so they can whoop their ass in softball. I've seen it all. I've seen people laugh at people because they got cheap bats and can't afford to get real bats, and you ain't no real player because your bats came from Walmart, blah, blah, blah. There is elitists. There are a bunch of people that say, I just want to play that sport. I don't care what the hobby is. If you invite people to it, there will be drama. So I want to say that what happens in line dancing is not unique to line dancing. This drama exists in all group activities that brings people together, a lot of people together. I used to DJ the annual event. Well, I still do. I don't know, I'm DJ. I might DJ this year too. In Atlanta, One Love in Atlanta. 1,500 cyclists come together to ride for 4 days. Black cyclists. Love's beautiful. Ooh, ain't nothing like it. Boy, they come together. That part is beautiful. But guess what? Just like line dancing, when they come together for the cycling event, everybody, all the groups, because different cycling teams, but all the cycling teams come from out of town, they all love each other. But guess what? Cycling groups don't fuck with each other. A lot of the cycling groups that came from the same city. It's the same thing in line dancing. I can't make this shit up. It'll be 4 or 5 cycling groups in a city that's going to a major event in another city. And they know they don't fuck with each other. But they gotta end up seeing each other when they get to the other. It's the same shit. I can't make it up. It just costs more. It's the same shit. People riding $10,000 bikes and $9,000 bikes, shit like. It's the same shit. It just costs more. They still gotta get hotels. They still staying for 3 or 4 nights. It's just cycling instead of line dancing. It's the same shit. I seen it in softball. I seen it cycling. I seen it in kayaking. It's the same. It's the same. So don't think that what we do is we we the only people that no. We just got to be more intentional. We have to be more organized. We just can't be moving off chaos and doing what we want to do because it's too popular of a hobby now. When we was doing it back in the Martini Kitchen and Tuesday night was the only night everybody had to wait to get excited for, that's one thing. But now it's 2026 and every city got 20 groups that want to be known and be seen, and for whatever the reason they group has started, if they came from another group or whatever, we already passed that. We're here now. It exactly, Janine. It's the same way at people's jobs. But the issue, but at jobs, what do we do at jobs? Even though I don't know, because I haven't been in a job in a long time. But back when I was in corporate America, once we get to a certain level of conflict, we have to call a meeting. We have to call a meeting, and everybody in that meeting don't like each other. It's okay, but we have to call a meeting. It has to happen. Sometimes in the meeting, somebody got to stand in the corner and shut the fuck up because they know if they talk, it's going to not come out right. But you have to call a meeting. It has to be a meeting in order for it to happen and make sense. So, this is where we at now. So we either gonna like communicate as a locale, or we are going to get worse, right? And then a lot of people got lanes that they can collaborate with, right? So it don't have to be me versus everybody. It can be us versus us, me versus me. Let's grow, not compete, right? And the folks that get it, gonna win, and the folks that don't get it, gonna be upset all the time. So a lot of conversations I don't have to be in. I scroll and look at y'all, laugh and move on. Now, when it come to me, I know my name, so y'all can't do the same thing. Y'all can't scroll on, keep moving. Y'all take sides and do all that, and all geeky, and all that. But for me, if it don't fly with me, I ain't picking no sides. I'm just gonna keep scrolling and mind my business. And you got to figure out who business you want to mind, and if you want to collab with them to make it work. Look, see, cyclists in here. Cyclists in here. They telling y'all I ain't making nothing up. I ain't lied one time. S. Washington said, Carlos, you are speaking my language now. Yes, that's true about cycling. Yeah. I've been to all them events. Seagull, Century up in Maryland, One Love in Atlanta, Level Up in Miami, the Five Borough Ride in New York. I've been to LA I took my bike all over the country, right? I was riding like that, right? So, but once you get tired of, okay, the conflict, overlapping events, overlapping classes, are we doing too much? It's got to be a meeting. It's got to be, and I'll leave y'all with that. Now, Monet 757 asks, venue vetting. The steps to choosing a venue or restaurant for an event because line dancing on an 8x8 dance space is crazy. Now, with the exception of the white country line dance culture, most of the restaurants and bars that were built in the 90s, early 2000s were not built with line dancing in mind. They built these restaurants and establishments based on food and beverage money, right? So if whatever the setup we got to set up in here to make it conducive to us selling food and alcohol, that's what we're gonna do. That's why multiple places got multiple bars You know, they have more bars than they have damn booths, right? In some places. Um, and also on the club side, the person has changed. The people from the '90s no longer exist the same way they do in 2026. Some of y'all are too young, and some of y'all are too old. I remember a time we used to go to clubs, there were no chairs in there. Y'all remember that? If you remember going to the club and there were no chairs, put fire emojis in the comments. Put fire emojis in the comments. Cause we know y'all line dancers. It's two things that's very important to y'all at events. Chairs and t-shirts. But I remember a time when we used to go to the club and there was no chairs in the club. You know what I was? Cause we was going to the club to dance. People be in, I can't believe they ain't got no chairs in there. They ain't got no chair, but we would stand in line for an hour to go inside and stand for the next 4 hours. Cause we be dancing the whole time. Dancing the whole time. In heels. Y'all was y'all was walking around with no chairs in heels all night long. Feet be hurting so bad you gotta walk to your car barefooted. I am not making this stuff up. This that's how we grew up. How often y'all see me sitting there at parties? I go to events and don't even got no chair. Just be because we getting away from it. A lot of times when you're not making the main thing, that's when everything start getting, you know. So even when I go to venues and I have a line dance night, even remember we was at Uptown Alley? A lot of y'all don't know, most of that area on the left side was nothing but tables and chairs. I told them to get rid of them. I told them to get rid of them. Now there were tables and chairs in there, but it wasn't enough for everybody. It probably was enough for 50 people to sit down. When Big Moochie came, we had 350 people in the room. That means a lot of y'all ain't had no damn chair. And guess what? It was one of the greatest nights we had on a Monday ever. When we brought John Woodhouse, it was the same setup. He had 300 people on a Monday. 300 people on a Monday. No chairs. Everybody standing up. Bruh, no chairs? Hey. Look at D. D just said, yeah, I want a chair, table, water, all that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We getting the, you come to line, if you come to line dance, come to line dance. Even classes. This the thing about it. When we started doing line dance classes, they won't no chairs. Show me the Victory Lady video with chairs in it. I'll wait. There's no chairs. We was in there dancing the whole time. When I had the gym, we was in there dancing 3 hours straight. Like, bruh, I can't make this stuff up. But so now you get to a restaurant and a lot of times the establishment is conducive for line dancing. You just gotta be creative and understand that people really want to come in here and party, they're gonna party. Hey, the floor that they got is small. You can create a bigger floor. Hey, them 8 tables right there, take them up. Don't need them tables. Uh, this another reason why we don't need no damn tables. Tell them. You know, y'all ain't spending no damn money. What you need a table for? What do you need a table for? You ain't buying nothing. You ain't buying no food. Your French fries, you can walk around with your French fries. You don't even need a table for that. You ain't buying nothing. Lynette said, I just did a cubby or something to put my stuff in. That's it. He said, I need a chair when the song come on, like play. Hey man, I did a party for Valentine's Day for pleasure, and it was these people that I guess he invited that didn't line dance, and they knew a couple line dancers, but literally the front of the party was everybody would line dance in the front, and in the back, what happened was if people didn't know the line dance, they were just in the back regular dancing, like they was back there. I was back there dancing with them. I was like, shit, I like doing this shit better, right? But dancing is dancing. To me, if you are a lover of music, they got a good sound system, you can still dance. Such a problem with y'all black folks. Some of y'all don't even know how to regular dance no more. Y'all just take the fun out of everything, man. Like, man, spots used to be jump. Even the Martina Kitchen. At the Martina Kitchen, everybody want in there a line dancer. It was a bar. People at the bar hanging out, but if a song came on that was a good song, people would stand up and just dance, man. Man. Hey, Erica said, yeah, you see me with my chicken wing fried on the dance floor. Facts. But see, look, Walter, this the thing about the older folks, though. You 70, look. The thing about the older folks, y'all gonna have a chair, because don't nobody get to no restaurant or bar earlier than the older folks. I front, hey, look, I don't know how y'all do it. I leave Richmond earlier and earlier every week, and it still be a bunch of older folks there. They gonna get them a chair. If it ain't enough chairs for everybody, they will get there. Look, even line dance Mondays, I only got 4 chairs in here. It's 3 ladies that get here early just to get one of these 4 chairs. Like, people, older folks gonna get there early to get that chair. If there's only 20 chairs in there, they gonna get there. You ain't even gotta worry about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. And that's why a lot of stuff going virtual. You know, if you can't come out, if you can't come out, you can't get it the same way. You gotta go to virtual. They got the daytime senior classes. You might have to go to the daytime senior class. A lot of y'all don't want to admit that's supposed to be your class. You don't want to go to that class. You still want to be with the young folks. They got a class for you. They got plenty of chairs. They got bleachers and everything. Y'all dancing at 12 noon with Miss Racine and Sky Ann and them. That y'all you supposed to be line dancing at 12 noon. But you still want to line dance with the young folks at 8, 9 o'clock at night. That ain't your time. You require too much for this to be your scene. Cause in this scene, we need you to be getting these lemon drops, wings, fries, and line dancing. That's it. Y'all know them. Hey, look, y'all know what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody arguing about them classes. Hey, look, we talking about it's too many classes at night. There's too many parties on the weekend. The reason why y'all having issues, some of y'all need to be going to that midday class. There's only 1 or 2 of those. They got that, Mama D got that early morning class, 6:30 in the morning. You supposed to be line dancing with them. So we can eliminate about 10 of y'all. Y'all go to the classes y'all supposed to go to. We don't need that many chairs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. Cause when I get 70, I'm gonna take my rightful spot in the senior class, front row. I'm gonna be the front row of the senior class. Your age, Mr. Charles, your age. 70 years old. Boston and Mr. Charles, both of y'all are 70 years old. Y'all, look, y'all, we got classes for y'all. At midday, it ain't still sun outside when you go home. You still got a little time to go fishing or something. Yeah, the noon class. Yeah. Walter said, I'll take the day party. D said, I need to check the rest of this knee till my shit come on. Hey man. And y'all young. That's the crazy part. Y'all young. When I was y'all age, the clubs ain't had no chairs. So I'm saying, like, I don't know. Y'all young. Y'all young talking like that. Um, but yeah. But when it comes to picking an a venue, but on a serious note, you have to understand like what you require. Um, what can you? Cause what you want and what you can afford are two different things. If a restaurant is giving you everything, it ain't really too much to talk about. You don't because you don't got no leverage. You're not coming in saying I'm gonna give you $1,500. Let me use your spot. Usually you go in there saying, okay, your spot look a little dead. Let me have a line dance night here. Let's collab. Now you at the mercy of the restaurant because they they paying their employees. They got to staff the place. They got to do the hard work. You ain't moving tables and chairs. You want to use their sound equipment. So it's too many variables. Um, exactly. Expecting the chair at 5:34 is crazy work. We had no chairs at the club. But um, yeah, exactly, Monet. So if you come out of pocket, if you coming out of pocket for a space, can we dance? So like that spot y'all was at, what's it called, the Kings, whatever. Like on a nice day, that outdoor part is the game changer, right? Because the dance floor is cool, in there, but that outdoor space was the game changer, right? So it's one of them type of things. Um, uh, even cause even the Stubbles, they do a lot of field parties, and everything cool and honky dory until the rainstorm come through, right? So it's a lot of things that can make or break a party, whether it being successful or not. Um, Roger Brown was great for y'all, but yeah, they closed that thing down. Um, it's tough. And then when you do finally find a spot that's conducive to what you got going on, you know, management changes. Uh, Even though it might look fun, it might look like it's popping from the outside. But if money ain't moneying and the math ain't mathing, that place will shut down. Like every other thing. Every spot that you thought was jumping, shut down. I don't care what club it was. Every club except for the satellite. I don't know how they made it, but every club that you thought the alley and goddamn satellite, they have made it 40 years, 50 years. But outside of those clubs, they don't count. Outside of those establishments, just because it looks fun does not mean the math is mathing and that it's going to be a long-term situation. Um, so the reality is to create your own long-term situation. That's kind of what I did with the museum, right? It's kind of hard to find 5,500 square feet of dance space, right? Um, you gotta be your own boss, be accountable for your own income, and create ways to create a space for partying. Um, Now, I think that could be the next avenue for you groups. You talk about collaboration, collaborate on the space. All right, that'll really test you out. 5 groups, 4 or 5 groups, collaborate on a space. It's damn near it becomes a social club basically, and then every group will get a night during out the week to teach. Okay, boom. So let's say take Richmond for example. Say say it was 5 groups that came together. Let's just say 4 groups because we don't want to include Friday. Say 4 groups. One group get Mondays, one group get Tuesdays, one group get Wednesdays, one group get Thursdays, right? And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they can figure out a way to rotate party days and host stuff, blah blah blah, throughout the year, right? In that same space, right? And they have one spot where line dancing takes place every day, but multiple groups, and then outside groups can have stuff too. They just got to pay stuff, right? And each one of those 4 groups can host something quarterly in that space, leaving it open to other groups that can pay to come and have events at that space too. Right. And then if your city got more than 4 groups, they got 8 groups or 12 groups. 4 more groups can do the same thing, right? And it's easy to do when you got bigger groups. So the groups that got like 15, 20 people, their little monthly dues basically is paying the rent of that space, right? So a lot of times you paying dues. You like, what we paying dues for? We ain't got no building. We ain't got no. Most groups and social clubs used to have a building, and their membership that they was paying for that group would go towards the building. Same thing with the military retirees club, right? Or a lot of these other social clubs, the 533 club. So I mean, I might know a thing or two, but I might not. But I think you talking when we used the word earlier about collaboration, that would be the ultimate example of collabing for a bigger cause. Um, Luckily for me, I have the beginners ball and the crews to help fund a lot of this stuff that y'all see. I don't have to worry about waiting on people to help collaborate with me to do something. But I think if collaboration was the goal, that would be the ultimate goal. Having our own spot to do our own parties and not have to beg for people. Exactly. When people rent out venues, it's going to cost more for the people to make the money back that they invested at least. Jesus said, Walter said, Jesus will be back before some of these groups get back together. Get together. That's a fact. Yeah. So those are topics for today. Oh yeah, the last topic. Sorry, we got before we end this thing. Chops said, "How is it okay for a DJ to spend more money to be somewhere or get somewhere than they do getting paid for the actual event?" So that's like saying my flight was $400, my hotel was $600, and you pay me $450 the DJ. How is that a thing? Now, this is an outlier. This is not one of them things that's the same in other communities. DJs are properly paid in other fields of entertainment other than line dancing. I've done weddings to an upward of $1,500, $1,200. But there are line dance events where they will offer you $125 for more time, more work, and more travel. Why is that a thing? That's the question. Yeah, I know. The steppers pay. The steppers gonna pay. They knew they come from the party era. They don't do that. And it's a lot of events, man, where people just, you know, that's all we got. It's like you either got too many DJs and you need to have one DJ. If you can't afford to pay these four DJs what they need, then you got too many DJs. You just need to have one DJ and pay that one person properly, right? The DJ should be straight. They shouldn't have to come in, worry about if they got money on the hotel, if they got somewhere to stay. They should be worrying about their playlists, if they got the right music, where I hook up at. They need to be worrying about stuff like that. They don't need to be worrying about room accommodations and do I got enough gas money to get back home. They should not. They should not be worrying about that. They should be well taken care of and just come in there and do what they do. Big Moochie said, if you booked a DJ, it should be travel, hotel, and food and pay. Somebody said, deny those events that do not properly pay you. The DJ fee should be included in the price of the ticket to get in. Yep. Steve said they don't respect that end of the game. They don't. Mm-mm. They don't. I I don't know. I think maybe because of the influx of technology. Like I know a lot of restaurants now they'll have a tablet playing a damn playlist or some like satellite radio station, and it'd be a whole vibe in there too. It'd be a whole vibe. Like, and then now you got a lot of these line dancing events, like even like Demaria does in Atlanta. She do her first Saturday event. She got a playlist. They call it a playlist party. She already got the order set and everything. What song will be played and what next? You get to she pass the little sheets around, and you already know what song coming up in every order. So you know if you need to step out for a second or whatever, you can step out because you already know what song's coming up. So that really doesn't require a DJ, right? All the popular songs coming on, all the stuff is on there. It's just on a playlist. I don't know it, so I don't know if that brings down the value of the actual DJ parties like that are happening. Um, because scratching isn't popular in line dancing, right? Does it really matter? A lot of DJs don't blend or mix. Um, so Katrina says we've had sheets for a long time. Yeah, yep. You can get away with a playlist and equipment. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's almost like they're trying to say, well, I'm giving you an opportunity. Take what I give you, because otherwise, I'm just gonna play it off this damn laptop, off this tablet. Right? I know as a gift, Linda Sims, she did a raffle and she gave away a tablet that had all the music from the party of the last Know Your Southern Experience event in New Orleans, which is pretty cool. It's like, damn, the whole party on this tablet. Whoever won that tablet is probably throwing events right now. Just hook the tablet up. You want to go to New Orleans? I got the event right here. You want to? We're gonna do exactly what they did, right? So it's uh, and look at we got the Soul Line Dance Radio app. So it's a conversation, but I think like one person said on here, I think you only you know your value, and if somebody doesn't want to pay you what you think your value is, you just have to deny it. But do understand when you first coming into any game, sometimes just to be able to show your skill or show your talent, you will be, you might be willing to take an opportunity that might not pay what you want to pay because you think in the long run it's going to get you further. Hypothetically, if Jay-Z wanted me to DJ for him at uh, Yankee Stadium, would I do it for free? You fucking right, I would. I would DJ the hell out that joint for free because of the opportunity. Right? Sometimes the opportunity is bigger than the money. Um, I know people talk about UC Star Wars. UC Star Wars, the instructors don't instruct for free. They get a discounted rate to be an instructor. But you also have to understand the opportunity. You basically have the whole line dance community getting a chance to see who you are and learn one of your dances. If you're a new instructor, that's easily one of the greatest opportunities you'll be able to get, right? Now, once you get seasoned, that might not be your thing. You might be like, oh, look, you gotta get me in this jump for free at least, right? But the opportunity sometimes can be a great opportunity for you to grow your name and your brand. Correct, Lynette. Correct. But see, that's why everybody always get mad with me when I talk about numbers. Numbers influence everything. Numbers influence everything. We talk about that with the hotels. We talk about that with the money. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get a DJ $1,500 if you only got 30 people there. If 30 people show up, you cannot afford to pay a DJ $1,500. That's why I always stress to y'all about promotion and marketing, social media, getting creative, how to affect the algorithm, how to know where to put your links at, using hashtags, all of these things, you know, numbers matter. Numbers matter. People like, we don't care how many people there. Okay. Ain't nobody coming because you can't afford to pay nobody. That's a whole nother thing right there. Whew. This the worst thing about line dance DJs. We're gonna say this because I'm gonna put the air quotes out there. In the soul line dance community, line dance DJs are also instructors. So you are paying somebody that can potentially cut it on, grab the microphone, call the dance out to get it started, jump back behind the booth, cue up the next song, and also be able like it's a whole different thing. Some DJs, you just paying them DJ. But in soul line dancing, Rondi, Steph, Q, Lala, me, John Woodhouse, Chris Blues, uh, all these people y'all love, they can DJ, call out the steps, grab the microphone, host, do all that. That's why to me it's so they're so underpaid. It's crazy. Now the stepper community different. Stepper community they let anybody DJ. They don't have to have no kind of qualifications to be a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Pay me ain't getting on the microphone and calling out no steps, teaching nothing. Kinfolk, B sounds. A lot of DJs they're not required to do that. But in soul line dancing, all the DJs because remember when we came in line dancing wasn't accepted at the regular parties like that. So we end up basically line dancers creating their own lane. So the DJs are different. Pleasure, exactly. Pleasure from the soul line dance side. Pleasure call out stuff. Boom, get behind that booth, come around the floor, microphone, call dancers out. That's what we do, right? And so that's why they're paid. Some of the stuff people be offering be crazy. Be like, what? Because a lot of the parties that they be at, yep, DJ Ron Ron. Boom. See what I'm saying? Y'all know I ain't lying. Yeah. Like I said, everybody from the soul line dance side is different, bro. Like I said, we all took too much pride when we came into this to be a part of the game. It wasn't a money grab. It was like we really had to know the culture, know the thing. Like, so when we playing, bruh, 90% of the playlist that we playing from, we know it. It might be a couple of jump people like, all right, we're gonna start that off. But for the most part, bro, we get right on out there, get the little headset on, or grab your microphone and go out there, right? And so, it's different, man. It's different. Like, and we in our community, we just don't get on the microphone and just be on the microphone. We don't DJ just to be DJing. Like, we all can do all this shit. Like, this how crazy it is. Me and Lala can interchange. Lala can get out there and call dances. I can go out there and play music. That's how that junk work. We really can do the whole damn thing. For real. It's just like we know the value of collaborating. We literally can do the whole party. Like on Tuesday night, I come there, Harold don't show up, Lala don't show up, bro. I will rock the fuck out that place. Y'all seen it when I ain't there. It been 2 days I ain't there. The party's still going on. The party do not stop. The party do not stop. I missed 2 weeks straight. The party do not stop. It is a fact, right? Um, and it's a different kind of pride that comes with what we do, you know. But the money sometimes, I mean, I'm in a privileged place where I can turn down gigs. Um, but I also sometimes I might not get what I require normally. But if I rock with you, you rock with me, you support me, I support you, I love you. Yeah, shit, y'all. I'm pulling up. Let's do it. I ain't got nothing going on this week. Hey, Chop, we talking about your topic right now. Talking about the DJs not getting paid right. Chops another one. Chops is a line dance instructor. So it's crazy to be underpaid to be a DJ when DJ is already like the main thing of the party, but a line dance DJ can cut the music on. Chops can blend the track that's playing into the next track, get from behind the booth, call the steps out, lead the dance, like not just call it out, like actually be doing it with you, and then come back behind the booth and get the next song ready. Like, bruh, what? You got to pay that man. You got to pay us. We got to get paid. Like, it's too much. Too much. That's why I go to certain events, man. To me, I just be sitting there like flabbergasted at Steppers events. Like, y'all let these DJs do this. They get. That's all they gotta do. Damn. But shit, we've been doing too much this whole time. We've been doing way too much. What's up, y'all? Been doing way too much this whole time. I go to a party, y'all be having like, you get to sit there in the booth the whole time. Man, this shit crazy. Okay. At our party, we be y'all came to beginners ball. That whole stage was DJs. Everybody on the stage DJs, and we all dancing, leading the dances, passing the microphone around. We gotta do everything in line dance, and y'all gonna give them people $100 and a fish sandwich for doing all that stuff. Sound technician. Ariel said, okay, so how much should a line dance instructor get paid? 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 You speaking Chinese, girl. Paid? Line dance instructors don't get paid. They get a free event. They get a free ticket. That's it. I don't know. I feel like that goes the same way. Like you, what do you, is this a pop-up? Is it just you? Because once again, numbers is a thing, right? Numbers is a thing. Everybody laugh at me. Numbers, line dance, you ain't never seen nothing like line dance Mondays. When we was bringing in an instructor every week, every month, and look, I haven't done that since the cruise. I gotta start doing that. And I was bringing in one instructor every month from out of town. The last month of the last Monday of the month, they in here. Moochie in here. Moochie, you still in here? John Woodhouse, you still in here? Bro, like it got the math got a math, Ariel. If you come to somebody's class and teach, and one person showed up because you there, what you want? What you want to get paid? Because the math gotta be mathing, and you gotta understand who you are and where you at. Like you just started teaching, so think about you start teaching, you show up. It's 10 people here. Everybody paid $5 to get in here. So you know, saying it out loud to yourself. 10 people paid $5. So there's only $50 generated from the people in here. And you're the guest instructor. How much you think you're supposed to get paid? Now, when John Woodhouse showed up as a guest instructor at my class, 350 people walked in the door paying $10. Now it's the conversation. Hey, you see what I'm saying? That's a difference. Oh, you meant to say DJ. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I pay above the going rate. So what's the going rate? I think the bigger the job, the bigger the money. Right? Because some of y'all say y'all should get paid, $300 a DJ, $400 a DJ. But would you DJ a stadium full of people for $300? Yeah, it just depends on the draw. Like if you got a goal and that DJ helps you get to that goal, then it's different. If you got a DJ that don't nobody know, he just gonna play your playlist for you, you can pay a DJ whatever you want to pay a DJ because you helping that DJ become somebody. So when you got a DJ that's not known in the line dance community, and you just need a DJ to be there to host your event while you're hosting your event area. So let's say it's a guy named DJ Tom Tom, and where you at? And you say, "Hey DJ Tom Tom, I need you to come in here and play this music. I'm gonna give you the songs I need, but I'm gonna be running around with the microphone hosting. I just need you to play this music." Now DJ Tom Tom about to get he about to get that he the one that's gonna get the 150 in the fish sandwich. Because DJ Tom Tom ain't selling no tickets. Nobody's coming for DJ Tom Tom, and he's not influencing the growth of this party. sir. He said 10K an hour. 10K is crazy. Do, 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 do. Y'all was going quick on this jump. Water said everything changes due to tight budgets. Sometimes DJ hyping and calling off stuff. You gotta pay them. You gotta pay them. Let us see is crazy, Chops. The let us see price. Well, let us see what we got. Let us see. That's a crazy jump. Mm-mm. Let us see. That's true too, Rhonda. Though people saying, because the thing about it is people ain't really on that type of time, and this is the difference between people that actually really do it for a living versus all the hobbyists that I do it for the love. I just want to dance. No, once you understand like your worth and what you're doing and what you have spent and what you invested and all the crap, all the stuff and I know this region and that region and this region and that. The price is the price. I know a handful of DJs. I reach out to them. They say flight, hotel, 1,200. Okay, right? And I was just imaginary number because I feel like most DJs do short themselves. I had 5 DJs at the beginners ball. Everybody got their hotel paid for. All 5 of them. Everybody got money. Everybody walked out there straight. You gotta take care of them people. Don't At a minimum, you gotta take care of the DJs. You gotta take care of the DJs. But I'm different too, though. I take care of the instructors too. So I don't know. I think I'm an outlier on all of these things. Ask Roz what she got when she taught at Line Dance Mondays. Ask Quan what he got when he taught at Line Dance Mondays. Ask Stefan what he got on what he got paid when he taught at Line Dance Mondays. Ask Moochie. Ask John Woodhouse what they got when they came to teach at Line Dance Mondays. On a Monday. Teaching 2 or 3 dances. Ask them what they got. And that was a Monday. That won't no main event on Saturday or Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm just different. And that's the part that think about people. I think people miss out on too. People talking behind your back, right? So if you plan on having your event again and getting people to be excited and promoting your event and getting that event to grow, you gotta take care of the people that's helping you putting that thing together. That's the best way to do it. Exactly. They want you to bring $8,000 worth of equipment and then pay you 200. And 200 don't cover one of them goddamn 100-foot cords, them XLR cords. Go get you a quality 100-foot XLR cord. Tell me how much it costs. at Guitar Center. We ain't talking about Amazon. Then there's a bunch of people like I talk to Rondi all the time about burnout. Some people do favors for people and be doing taking low ball stuff all the time, all it be all over the place. Rondi is the hardest working person in line dance, and I feel like he needs to do less events for more money. Cause I feel like y'all be burning that man up, and I would hate for it to be 5 6 years from now, and he just be like done with it, right? Um, you gotta look out for the DJs, man. Some of y'all got 2 3 DJs. Just pay one DJ the right money, you know. Ariel says I was thinking like 150 to 200 an hour, but I don't want to be cheap. No, for local DJs, even outside of line dancing, 150 an hour is pretty much the going rate. So like if you and that's like not line dancing, that's just regular DJs. Like 150 an hour is pretty much the going rate. 4 hours, 600. You know, line dance parties, 4 hours, 150. You just hit and play. That's what they say. Yeah, it's a real thing, man. He said, okay, they don't have to bring no equipment. So if a DJ is just plugging and playing, he literally just bringing a laptop, their controller, and they just doing what they do. Yeah, I mean, and they from around the way though. Ariel, are they from around the way using one of the regular DJs that ain't a line dance DJ? And that man won't doing nothing that he's gonna be on the video game all day anyway. You get that man, you can get that man whatever you want to give him. Cause if he'll take 150, do 150. I ain't talking about 150 an hour either. Shoot, if you take 150 for the whole event, get 150. Cause he's learning a community that he don't know nothing about. You're helping and assisting him. Now once he start understanding what's going on and can actually tap in and help you along that ride, then you can really start paying them more. Mhm. Like I said, for me, it's gonna be based on that ticket price and how much I really can rock out. Because in my mind, I already got a set budget. So I'm gonna do it from the beginning. Okay, tickets is $10. This venue can only hold 100 people. So if I sell out, that's $1,000. How much of this $1,000 am I willing to give this DJ? All right. Did I have to pay for the venue? All right. The venue cost me 500. All right. So now I made $1,000, but I put up five, so I only made five. So how much of this 500 am I gonna give him? But I also had Mother Teresa working the front door. So how much am I gonna give her, or did she volunteer her services, and I'm paying a DJ? You know what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. Like $100 an hour sound good when you ain't make no money. Now it sound crazy. That's why I think people started to see what I was doing on Line Dance Mondays was unique. And I had a DJ. I'm paying a DJ 150 a class. I'm doing 150 on a Monday. I'm paying DJ 150. But everybody that's walking in this door only paying $5. So the math got to start mathing, right? That's why you ain't got no classes with no DJs. right? And if they do it, they do a special class once a month. But I'm giving it a unique situation. You're giving the DJ an opportunity to be seen in a setting that he's never used to being around, to give him opportunity. So he's making money on a Monday, which he normally don't do, and it's an opportunity to um, learn a new community. Same thing with the new instructors. The same way with the new DJs, right? That's why you see, like I said, you see can get away with these instructors not getting a free ticket because you're getting an opportunity to instruct in front of an audience that can help grow your brand and your name. You know what I'm saying? It's a nightclub, so no overhead. Okay. Okay. Demaya said there should be a list of all the DJs somewhere in a black and white. In black and white, there's a lot more than I think most people actually know. Oh yeah, it's a lot of. It's a lot of DJs. Oh yeah, Katrina, the equipment. What? Sheesh. Mm, mm. Don't even get me started about this equipment. Some events are all about the money. Oh, well, you can kind of see the events that's all about the money when you see the themes and the people attached to it have nothing to do with the culture, right? And so a lot of people got burnt over the years with that, right? You had people who had radio DJs. You had people who got, uh, you know, Southern Soul DJs, go-go DJs, and then they'll promote line dancing on there, something like that, or they'll have. You got people who got, Joe Smo, somebody cousin, that's a DJ, and they just trying to use that line dance tag to sell tickets. But then the people get mad when they get there because it ain't the line dancing that they thought they was coming to see or coming to get. So, you know, what? Shoot. Yeah, it get crazy. The equipment. What? That's another reason why you gotta have events when you usually can. I asked most of us get our equipment up with our events. Every event, I gotta invest in new equipment to add on to the equipment that I need, especially when your parties start getting bigger and bigger. Right? You gotta have a bigger setup. Top said my controller was $1,200. The speaker I traveled with was 5 to 6. The MacBook was 2K. The microphones were 200. Cords and cables, 3 to 500. Trailer to transport the equipment was 2,000. Gas, like that's crazy. Man is pull up with $12,000 worth of shit, and you want to pay that man 250. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, you get what you pay for, la. Get what you pay for. That's why I scroll past them posts now. People be mad about the events because they ain't get what they paid for. The DJ ain't do what they said they was gonna do and all that. You know you ain't know them people. You just saw the word field party. You saw the word line dance and you got hype. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. You see it, look. This set up right behind me. This set up right here. That's how much that setup costs right there, Lala. I got four of them. Four sets like that. Four sets of those. Four towels. Right? So, you know, the new, my Rain mixer, I was 1,800 by itself. The turntable was 800 a piece. Yeah. So just for a controller setup, we almost at 3K. Kenyatta said, what we talking about? What you miss? Everything. We've been talking for 2 hours and 11 minutes. But yeah, it's a good topic, man. We talked about Janine's topic. Janine and Lynette's topics was, does everyone need a class? Why are so many classes in the same place? Chop's topic was, how is it okay for a DJ to spend more money than they actually getting paid to do the gig, to get there and stay? You know what I'm saying? Studio 219 from Lancaster, South Carolina asks, what are some important practices to avoid burnout? And then Monet was talking about venue vetting, steps to choosing a venue or restaurant for your event. And then we talked about Lenore Powell asks, why is there drama in line dance community? And Nene Love asks, why can't we all get along, collaboration, blah, blah, collaborate. So those are the topics we talked about. We touched on all that stuff pretty much in detail. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will be at the Rhythm Room tonight. Your boy Carlos will be in the building. I haven't been here in about 2 weeks. The Guinness Ball is over. I took care of some stuff. I'm back from Ohio. Got that out of the way. Um. Oh, don't even get me started with that. A lot of subscriptions. Oh yeah, I got the front doors open at the museum. I do. Yeah. Do you have line dancing birds? Yeah. People be wanting to come in and be come on in. You said don't come playing basketball because I'm not having it. Hey, look, see that go back to like we was talking about earlier too. Like, um, Delonzo came in his joint, right? I was saying like I was watching this video earlier today, and it got me emotional because it reminded me that video I posted last week from the guy in Ohio. Let me show y'all. And it reminded me of myself 15, 14 years ago when I first got into line dancing, when I really was still in love with line dancing. I was just out there just doing what I did, having a good time. And I feel like I'm so far from that now with all the politics and BS and all the stuff that come along with line dancing. But I really, really do miss like being in that space and you know, just where is that? Let me see. See if I can find it. There we go. Y'all remember this video right here? Let me see. I do. Yeah, they could donate. Hey, look, that just seeing that like get me so hyped. Like I used to be out there and didn't care about what nobody was thinking. Just oh, I ain't had that feeling in so long. And sometimes when I go to events, kind of like that First Fridays event, when I'm not DJing, I'm not hosting, I'm not working no door, I ain't moving tables or chairs, or I'm not part of the event, bruh, I'm gonna be doing all type of stuff on that floor. Like that's kind of where it all began for me. Like it just out there having a good time and just letting the stress of the world off my back, and I actually miss that, Shoot. Sometimes I come to the rhythm room, I want to get it in like, yo, I don't even want I put that microphone down. Shit, that shit don't mean shit to me. But it's, bro, like that's what it used to be for me. Like I'm so far in and have a name and a brand and people expect certain things from me and expectations be high to the roof. I can't just come in there and dance. And that's what I miss. And that's why I pull up to a lot of y'all stuff and show up and just dance. I like to pull up and show up because that's what I want to do. And I hate when I go to somebody's class and they want me to teach. You want to teach something? I came in here to be like a regular. I want to be regular today. I want to be regular. No, I don't want to teach nothing. I want to come in here and leave it on the floor. Um, um, and it's I don't know. Like I said, I was his age. I started line dancing at 28. I turned 44 this year. So when I was back then, bruh, I just be out there. Bruh. I just be out there. Earl, Earl, man. When I first met Earl Miller Jr. What? That's. I feel like I was living vicariously through Earl because I feel like I haven't felt that way about line dancing in so long. Like Earl came in this joint like a sponge, wanted to learn everything, just dancing. Like I feel like so many of us got away from that. We don't even. That's not even part of our culture no more. For real. Like it's just so much other stuff with it. We just don't just like you know what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's I can't even really explain it, but when I watched that video, I was recording the video. I was watching it live, but when I was watching them dance, it was just like magical. The energy he was giving off, and uh, just a space of living in the moment. A lot of us, we trying to record everything, be seen, do this and that, and he just out there just in the moment, loving it, being a part of the most. Just it's been a long time, long time. But yeah, man, it's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. Make sure you download the Soul Line Dance Radio app on all platforms, iPhone or Android. Go ahead and get it. It's free. 99, 24-hour line dancing all day, every day. Some of your favorite DJs got mixes on there. And we will start doing quarterly parties on the radio app. You will be able to, we're going to start hosting quarterly parties where we'll be able to party with everybody at one time in the country. Throw one big party, the whole country partying together because of the radio app. So download that app now. You'll be able to get your own event space, invite people to your house while we throw these parties, and it's your favorite price, free 99. Download that app right now, Soul Line Dance Radio, on your phone or whatever mobile devices that you use. I will be in the 757 tonight at the Rhythm Room. Get there. We'll have a good time tonight. The weather is nice. It's in the 80s today. That means it's going to be a nice warm night. Come on out. We have a good time. Also, I will see a lot of you guys at Rondi's event. at Get In Where You Fit In. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, we will be in Greenville, South Kakalaki at the Get In Where You Fit In event. Yeah, Earl, you gotta come down to 757 one time, man. It's a vibe. But yeah, I see a lot of y'all in Greenville, South Carolina. I also see a lot of y'all at Chops event in Memphis the weekend after Juneteenth. I think it's the 23rd to the 26th. No, I'm lying. It's the 24th through the 27th of June. Memphis, M Town, 10th anniversary. Tickets still available. Hit Chops up. He in the comment section right now. Chops versus Chops on Facebook. Hit him up, man. We going to be in Memphis. Pull up on us in June. But listen, Rondi's event is the best bang for your buck in line dancing history. Everybody want to talk about the biggest events, who got the best events, and who all that. This is the best bang for your buck. It ain't even close. The man added Wednesday to it now. It's $45. You get 5 days. Line dancing. Bring your own food, bring your own chair, bring your own this. Come on, have a good time, man. It's a good event. It's called Get In Where You Fit In. So you literally just get in where you fit in. Yeah, so that's the one stuff I got coming up, like recent, coming up soon. Between May and June. May and June. Got the 4th of July event at Ocean City, Maryland, 4th of July event, one day party. Then we watching the fireworks go off with Leslie's group. But yeah, see, I ain't lying. Ronnie's event is the shh. But yeah, it's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince, and I got the PP. So I got to go. I love y'all. I'll see y'all somewhere on the dance floor. I love y'all. If you just tuning in late, we talked about a lot of stuff. So make sure you go back and check it out. I love y'all. Oh, hold on one second. Also, for those of y'all interested, people keep asking me, how do I get into the museum? How do I get into the Urban Line Dance Museum? Requirements to be in the museum: 10 plus years of instructor, DJ, choreography, or influencer. Biography: 850 character limit. Give me a headshot clear and sharp. $100 donation required to the museum. You can Zelle me, you can Cash at me, send your bio and headshot to Urban Line Dance Museum at yahoo.com. All right, screenshot that picture right there. I got a flyer going out right now. I think it's a flyer in my stories that I made with that information on it. That's how you get yourself into the museum, the Urban Line Dance Museum. I love y'all. Y'all have a good week. Peace. And oh yeah, Wednesday night, only in Line Dance Podcast, 10:30 p.m. Me, Quan, Stephon. See y'all.